want to call a good writer. I have okay.
Your penmanship.
I can't even read my own handwriting.
Oh, I have struggled so much. That's why I just text everything now. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say this to Matt because he'll get an even bigger head, but they
What?
say sloppy handwriting is a sign of intelligence. And the sloppier it is, the more intelligent you are.
Wow. I am super smart then.
Yeah.
I wish you would have told my college professors that. It might have
More you
adjusted
know.
my grade.
Well, I was on that bell curve thanks to President Bush for that one. No
Oh,
child left behind.
Are you actually recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the disclaimer first.
Well, I
and
was
then
going
the cold
to. I was
opening.
going to. Oh, that's right. We'll just hit that one.
Hey there, folks. Before we dive in, just a friendly reminder that Beer Belly Sports is a podcast, not a Mensa meeting. They're not CNN, ESPN, not your mom's book club, and they're definitely not to be trusted with an intelligent thought. They're here for laughs, beer, and a good time, not Pulitzer Prizes or perfect stats. The opinions, hot takes, and wild predictions you're about to hear are strictly their own and possibly influenced by whatever was on tap earlier in the day. If you should take anything that they say too seriously, that's on you, Bubba. So crack a cold one, sit on back, and remember, it's all good fun. Just a bunch of Minnesotans talking sports, sipping beer, sometimes making sense, and demonstrating the thoughts that kept them out of the really good schools. Everybody, please just take a breath, and we'll begin.
Bruce's double fisting PBRs. Matt is scrolling through his phone. Scott's got all his business degrees. Dustin keeps the show rolling on. We're in Bemidji, Minnesota, talking sports and having fun. We drink beer and do shot bets, ripping on each other, yeah. Beer belly sports is what we're called. The Sammy Bros of sports talk. Minnesota sports is what we know, from the highs down to the lows. Laughing hard and keeping score. This is what we're living for. We're in Bemidji, Minnesota, talking sports and having fun. We drink beer and do shot bets, ripping on each other, yeah. Beer belly sports is what we're called. The Sammy Bros of Sport Talk.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It doesn't matter where you are. This is Beer Belly Sports coming to you from Nary, the Nary runway, just south of Bemidji. You know where Bemidji is? 2 hours away from the Canadian border, just a little bit up north.
We're
northern
closer to
Minnesota.
Winnipeg than Minneapolis.
I mean, you're not wrong. Anyways, my name is Matt Geffrey. To my immediate left, he's been outside all day. He's been cold, is what he told me. He's been cold all day. It is Scott Wilson.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
Good. That new intro, I love the reminds me of like a stadium rock song.
That's what I was trying to go with in that one, and it felt good.
Little long, but
It was actually shorter than the original.
wow,
Yeah.
you could have about halved it because an
I
intro
know.
should be.
It should be like a minute 30.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I know.
it was good.
I know. Yeah, it captured the moment. For
It
sure.
didn't mention my name like 60 times, like the old one and Bruce 3 times. So.
Yeah, thanks AI. And then to the very far end of the bar, it is not Bruce. It is not Dustin. It is the man that we love. He's super smart. You hear his voice all the time, literally on the radio and on TV as well. From Paul Bunyan Communications, it is none other than Brian Bissonette. Sir, how are you doing
I'm
today?
good. Boy, you guys have upped your game, man. The
Oh, yeah.
last time I was here, there wasn't a theme song. There wasn't a disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah, thanks, Brooksy.
Matt loves ChatGPT.
It's our friend in some
works.
ways, no
It
doubt.
works.
So
It's Matt's frenemy.
who was singing?
AI.
AI.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
Thanks, Bruce,
I guess
for
that
buying
does
that
make.
up.
Well, see, you kind of killed it for me then. I thought you
Aw.
had some buddies who were in
damn
a
it. You should've
band that
said-
sat around and
Dude.
recorded that for you.
Yeah,
That was sweet.
We're not that special.
not that cool.
Yeah, you can do a
But-
lot with that stuff nowadays.
We had to add to the disclaimer because one of Matt's friends took exception to us joking one night about
Weird.
an event that happened between them.
Were you airing dirty laundry or something?
No. No names were mentioned. No
Okay.
teams were mentioned. Nothing. It just happened the person knows something about some other stuff.
They knew the inside joke we
Okay.
were making.
Well, I think that I feel safer saying anything now because there's been a disclaimer. So thank you for doing that.
You're welcome. We're here.
I think we're covered legally to say anything we
Yeah.
want.
Thanks,
you-
Brooksy.
Yeah, thanks, Brooksy. Looking out for us. All right. So, anyways, yeah, we have a great show for you guys today. We're not going to. It's that dead time of year where there's not a lot of happening. I mean, there is, but there isn't.
I mean, the highlight of the sports world I saw yesterday was Shedeur Sanders being named to the Pro Bowl, and he didn't do anything to deserve
Loser.
it.
Idiot.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
He's
He
an
made
injury
it.
replacement.
Yeah.
Or
Were all like 16 of the other quarterbacks unavailable in the AFC or what?
That's a good one.
I mean, wow.
it's
I didn't
kind of
hear
like
that.
kind of like Tyler Huntley making it a couple years ago and had played 3 or
Who?
4 games. Backup quarterback for the Ravens at the time.
So J.J. McCarthy was like honorable mention then for the Pro Bowl?
Jeez.
I mean, if Shedeur Sanders does it.
I heard the Persona 9 got qualified.
No, did it really?
Jeez.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Sarcasm.
Aiden, by the way, says we. You could tell that's my son who can't type. You know what he says?
It was supposed to be when did you stop the video?
Oh, okay. I'm still trying to work it out where I can do this live stream and do video at the same time.
You're asking a lot of your
So
dad.
people don't have to see us?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, so you're fine now.
I got a face for a radio, man. When they made the Beaver Radio Network go on streaming and people had to see me, I actually had to dress up.
Boo.
Yeah.
I always say, like, I'm too pretty for radio, but not pretty enough for TV. I'm in that weird gray area.
You're weird. That's
You're in the
for sure.
streaming.
Yeah, streaming. That's even
See,
better.
you're perfect for the streaming world.
Even better.
And
Add that
you know
to the
what
list.
makes that better is anybody can have a podcast, so
you're
it's
not
not
wrong.
that special.
Yeah.
And apparently they can all have a theme song with ChatGPT.
Yeah, boom.
There's so many times where Matt says something, and
What?
Dustin and I are like, "That sounds way too smart to be Matt saying it."
100%.
Really?
That's what Google's for, too.
Yeah, it does really well for me. So, I mean, I'm gonna pull back the curtain here, like doing wrestling. They pull back the curtain and reveal facts. If you see anything on social media that looks like no way, like really typed out, really like good example is the
Matt's
Better Edge.
ASPCA commercial last week.
That was pretty good. Yeah, that was 100% ChatGPT wrote that one. But like we do Better Edge when we try to do our picks and stuff. That's all AI do it. Does all. I don't have time. I just put like what we all did and
of
stuff.
course. Yeah, it's certainly streamlining some things.
Yeah.
No doubt about
But-
that.
So you can tell when Matt just has ChatGPT create a graphic though too, because the graphic itself has some errors and stuff.
There's a
in it.
little bit, little ones,
Or
tiny
instead of
ones.
like the one time he had the Timberwolves on there and it said like Timberwolves or
wasn't
something.
even
There
close.
was some.
Yeah, you can't just use it. I mean, you got to
that's what
preview
we
it
said.
and review it and edit it. I
I don't
mean,
read. Good enough.
Proofreading and Matt don't go together.
No. Yeah, we all learned this a
there's
long time.
plenty that ChatGPT does not get right. So,
It's scary. Like we were talking about it at work. I work for the county in the assessor's office, and just how it's trickling into the day-to-day business interactions, which I'm sure you're going to be running into too with what you do. Just like how do you tell what's real and what's like, especially like AI videos and stuff now and deep
Right,
fakes and
yeah.
stuff, and it's getting scary to the point where you watch videos and you're like, we talk about it. You see something on Facebook or TikTok or whatever, and it's like, is it real or is it AI?
Yeah, it's hard to tell the difference these days.
Some of them are so realistic looking, but
As opposed to, you look at how graphics and, all the technology has progressed through the times. It was so fake looking when they first started doing these special effects. And now you can't tell the difference.
well, even just a video game. I remember, granted, this was 10 years ago at that point, so the graphics have gotten even better now. But my grandpa came over to my parents' house, and I was playing Madden, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't realize there was a football game on today."
That's good too.
Yeah, pretty cool. I'm old enough that I remember Pong, where it all started, and in television, and I did all of those
8-bit graphics.
Yeah, and
Nothing wrong with that.
Whatever, Atari, Sega Genesis, you go down the list. But man, we were happy with that. Pong was an exciting thing because you don't have anything else, and now it's just like, wow, I'm almost glad this stuff wasn't around when I was a kid because I probably wouldn't have left the basement.
Yeah.
I saw something interesting last week or so that was talking about the difference of video games from when we were kids versus the games now that our kids play, and just how it's crafted and fed into like people's addictive tendencies and stuff. Like when we were playing Mario growing up, you got 3 lives, and if you died, it was game over.
Right.
And now it's just open world, and
never ending.
And, yeah, there's not you have to step 1, step 2, and progress through the level and complete goals and steps and stuff like that. Now it's pay to get different perks, and just how that's morphed and whatnot now too.
Well, those Lego games, my kids and I would play them because they were awesome. Because when you died, you didn't have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Oh, gosh.
Saved to the checkpoint.
Yeah, but again, it just seemed to go on from like, does this ever end? There has to be an end point, right? Like I played Skyrim and I never did get to the end. I don't know if there is an end because it felt like I was nowhere near remotely close to the end, and I played for like 7 months.
So back when Ashley was still living here, and she found out that I played Red Dead.
Oh,
she's like, "Did you beat it yet?" And I was like, "No, I get sidetracked playing online."
Oh, I did finish that one.
I did too, and she told me the end of it. I'm like, don't tell him. Why are you telling me?
Yeah.
Don't
Ruined
tell me.
it.
God
Spoiler
damn it.
alert. What are you doing? Oh my God,
Yeah.
I just played all this time and you're
Yeah,
going to
I
just
was
ruin it
so
for me.
pissed.
Even like Assassin's Creed or Grand Theft Auto,
yeah.
you can spend hours just
Dicking
goofing
around.
off. And
Yeah.
anyways, why don't we get into it?
How about today's show is being brought to you by
Herbert's and Gerbert's sandwiches and soups. Make sure you download that app, Bruce, and
app.
get a free sandwich when you do. Refer a friend and get some points too.
soup season still.
Matt's favorite
God,
season.
I love soup season. Also being brought to you by a 7th Ave Pizza. Pizza before it's trendy. You can pick it up at a lot of different markets, especially down in the cities at those bigger, finer. What's that really nice one? Whole Worlds or World Food Worlds or really
Whole Foods?
Whole Foods.
Wow.
Whole markets, Whole Foods.
Yeah, wow. Well,
They
we
don't-
can come up with a competitor for Whole Foods right there.
They don't pay me.
Home
I don't
market.
care. home. I like that one too. Home market. But yeah, they're also. I was in Hackensack yesterday, and then Longville today, and it's in their grocery stores. We can get it back.
Well,
Also at Holiday or Circle K here.
You got a pizza oven in here?
Out there, yeah. Now, I used to have a microwave here at one time.
Well, but you can get a pizza oven, for a bar that you just
like $40 at Menards.
yeah, pretty cheap, and then
I
you can
like
have
your
pizza.
thinking.
You can get a pizza for your guests.
Matt, pretty soon Matt would be rolling up looking like Fat Bastard from Austin Powers.
Get in my belly.
I just eat pizza in the bar every night.
Well, there's that. I'm a single guy over here. My bad. Sorry.
Also, the beautiful Knob and Kettle, which is located down in Lake Alice, Minnesota, which is nestled quaintly between Lake George and Lake Itasca. Check them out on Thursdays for live music with Lois. Friday and Saturday, get some of the best prime rib in the state.
Hell yeah. Also being brought to you by Home Choice right here in Bemidji. If you just walk in, like I said, this laptop that I got from Home Choice right here in Bemidji, it helps out your credit. If you need help with credit, boom. Once you finance something through them. You don't need much either. You don't have to put anything down. You put a lot down, obviously, just like a normal car payment or home loan. And more you put down, obviously, the less it's going to be. But anyways, I got this laptop for like $75 a month.
Wow.
So it's a brand new one, too.
Sweet.
So I'm really, really happy. So if you go to Home Choice in Bemidji, use the promo code Beer Belly Sports not in studio, in their office,
In store only,
and get $100 off on whatever purchases you make.
And also Soda Stick. Yeah. Go on sodastick.com. Check out all the greatest gear. Bruce is one of their best customers
100%.
ever. He's got the
Hall of
John
Fame.
Randall hat,
What?
the 1980 Miracle ice hockey shirt. He's got socks,
What?
sweatshirts.
What?
You put in the promo code BBS and get 15% on us with your order.
That's right. A lot of good stuff on there too.
And our final sponsor tonight is actually sitting next
Yeah,
to
he's
us.
sitting next to us over here. Who is it?
Do a live commercial for you.
You could do a live read.
I get asked to say service availability depends upon location. Some restrictions apply a lot.
I'm sure you do.
We don't use that as much anymore because you have to be obviously connected to our fiber network to get our services. So, we're rocking and rolling with the Gigazone, our all fiber optic network. Internet speeds up to 10 gig, pretty much internet for the way you live, right? I mean, anybody can do anything with this stuff now. Perfect for streaming video, great for working from home. All those things you can do them all at once when you've got the Gigazone. So. We're going to be expanding again this year. We actually just turned on the city of Beauvais. We expanded there last summer, and that network is now operational as of last week.
You guys extended it all the way into Buell, didn't you?
Well, yeah, we're in Buell. It's because of the way
Iron Range things over here.
We are way up the Iron Range, but it's because of how funding works. We don't necessarily just build exactly right down the road, but Coleraine and Beauvais, who we actually had kind of surrounded with where we had expanded previously. Those two towns were included. And then up the Iron Range, we did a bunch of townships by Britt and Cook. We served the city of Buell. And so next year, I'm not quite sure or this year, I should say, right? I'm not quite sure where we're headed, but we'll know probably within the next couple of months. And from what I understand, it's going to be another 3,000, 4,000 homes that we're going to pass.
Is it seeming like more towards the Arrowhead?
It's definitely going towards the east. So we also serve parts of Aiken County now. So I think some of central Aiken County is going to be a part of it. And then up in the rural Cook area, there's a lot of people who don't have anything, to rely on.
Yeah,
as
way
far
up
as,
there.
Yeah. So that area, which is crazy to me because when I started, the furthest east we served was Deer River. So when I was going to our easternmost point, it was what, a half hour, 45 minutes?
Yep.
And now it's like 2.5 hours. So we've expanded dramatically in the last 30 years.
So shameless, selfless plug here. If you ever find yourself up in Cook,
Yeah. They have no McDonald's anymore, by the way.
no,
Damn it.
there's a restaurant on the lake called The Landing.
Oh, that's good to know.
Delicious.
The Landing, okay.
Yes.
Well, and we've spent more time in some of these areas now, so that I appreciate the tip because we had actually planned on. I don't go to McDonald's much, but we had a meeting there, and we had like a half hour, and I'm like, well, let's just go to McDonald's and eat something and come back, and we went there, and it was brilliant. It was closed.
Oh, darn.
Son of a.
The beginning of the end, really, because it hadn't officially been shut down yet. It was just closed because they couldn't find people to work.
I mean, that happens.
So anyway, other things probably combined for that. Right. But anyway, so good because I'm like, well, boy, that's a big loss for the people in that area, right? I mean, there's limited options as is.
Yeah, so we used to go up snowmobiling around Crane Lake and Vermilion and stuff all the time growing up, and it's right on Crane, and it's The Landing. Very good food.
Yeah, that's a cool area. And so, we're going further up the range. We serve Nashwauk, Keewatin, Marble, Calumet.
And is that all just internet, or is it phone, TV, internet?
Yeah,
all
good question.
The selection.
It just depends. We've really stopped offering television service in expansion areas a couple of years ago, mainly because it's a lot more expensive for us to be able to provide that service, and it doesn't make us any profit. It's a break-even service, so basically a service to our members at this point. And so like Beauvais and Coleraine don't get the option of Paul Bunyan Television, so they get the option of everything else, including our voice services, but more importantly, the Gigazone, which will help you stream, or even like our DirecTV doesn't require a satellite dish anymore. It's all internet-based. So if you've got the Gigazone, that's going to give you everything you need to do whatever you want. Streaming, gaming, and all at once. So, we're kind of getting away from offering TV in expansion areas for a few reasons, but one, in Cook, it's hard to get there in 2 hours to solve their problems. And TV has a lot more potential for issues, set-top boxes and all of that, where internet and phone and voice services rarely have issues. And a lot of the time we can resolve those issues without having to travel out and go to a customer's location. So, yeah, so TV is available in some areas, but not all of our cooperative membership territory. So that's kind of the only service we don't offer throughout our network to everyone.
How far south do you guys go?
We go to almost Blueberry Pines down by Park Rapids. We don't serve the city of Park Rapids because they have 3 providers already. And again, we're trying to get to people who don't have a reliable option at all.
Yeah.
And so we serve a lot of the rural areas around Park Rapids. We go down to just outside the city limits of Walker. So we serve Benedict and LaPorte and have.
Perfect.
Actually, fun fact, LaPorte was one of our 2 original exchanges that started the cooperative back in 1952. LaPorte was one of them. The other was Kellier, which has always confused me because those 2 places are nowhere near each other. And if they didn't have phone service, how did they coordinate this all?
Well,
Telegrams back and forth.
I remember you talked about that a year or so ago when you were on here, and it just like Bemidji kind of made sense as the midpoint.
Yeah, that's why our office is in Bemidji. We did not serve the city of Bemidji with our network until 1999. Damn. So people forget that, but we always have been in Bemidji from an office perspective. So yeah, well, in 1998 when I first started, it was a monopoly and they deregulated so anybody could expand. And so Paul Bunyan was one of the first to expand. And when I started, I was the 36th employee, and we had about 3,000 members. Jeez. Today, we have 165 employees and serve over 37,000 members.
Damn.
Pretty crazy ride I've been on with all my cohorts at the cooperative that have all contributed through the years. But I think that's a testament to the forward-thinking leadership that we've had all these years to put in a fiber network long before anybody else did.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure you're tired of talking about this at this point, but how did June affect the network?
Yeah, no, I'm not tired about talking about it. It's actually, we got bragging rights because everything we have is underground. And the only thing that impacted us was power. So if our equipment out in the field, we've got buildings that serve a region out in the field. If that lost power, our services would go down. So we spent a lot of that time not repairing anything because we didn't have any damage to our network, but keeping generators filled with gasoline so that the services could be continued. And of course, people's homes, if they don't have power, our stuff's not going to work.
Yeah.
Right.
So the network really never did go down, only if there was power issues, whether our power issues or the customers.
Because now, like voice, that's all voice over internet, correct? There's not too many copper wires left anymore.
Ours is all fiber, but it depends. If you're not without power, remember your traditional phone would still work if you plugged it into the wall. But if it's power based, it won't.
Right.
There was a little electrical current back in the old days that was common. You plugged it into the wall, and now you got cordless phones and things. But those are power based, so they aren't going to work.
Right.
I have a landline telephone in my house for that very purpose. I can plug it into the jack if the power's out and use it as a landline phone.
So, because that was what I was getting at, because I had a lot of people that were like, well, with voice over internet, if there's no power, I don't have
Correct.
my
If
phone
you
in
have
them.
that type of technology, but of course we were first a telephone company, and so even though it's delivered over fiber, those phones I think will still work. There's a power element inside your house that we already provide you.
Yep.
So I guess I can't speak to that because I did not plug my phone in June 21st.
No,
but but yeah, that would impact whether your phone service had plug it into the wall and work. That used to be claim to fame in the 50s,
Yeah.
60s, and 70s. When your power's out, your phone still works.
Right.
But then cordless phones deal with power, and so
I
they won't work.
I actually added a home phone back to my house.
You did?
Just because my kids are getting old enough now where they can be home alone.
Yep.
And just,
You'd
that
be
way they have a way to, call me or their mom or their grandma and grandpa or emergency services if needed.
Yep.
And you're hearing more and more people that are bringing landlines back.
Well, it's been an interesting ride in that regard because when I first started, that was our main business. It was landline phone service. cell service. Bag phones were just coming around, but it was
Bag
Oh, those
phones.
worked
Wow.
everywhere.
I know. Those were the best cell phones.
Really?
But then, the coverage wasn't good. It took a long time for them to build out the network. So landline phone service certainly hung on. But we saw the writing on the wall once that portability and all the other things you can do now with your basically computer in your hand, that we were not going to be able to, make that what we're all about. And that's where kind of we could see the internet coming, the shift to that. How can we deliver it faster? How can we be prepared for whatever may come along? And that's where, all this fiber optic stuff came in, because fiber optics was a part of our network back, I think, starting in the late 60s, early 70s, but it was only used to transport major traffic back and forth. It wasn't up to your home.
Right.
And so when they finally got it up to people's homes, then you have to have all the technology to be able to deliver these services, and that took a few years. So we were one of the first to implement it. But it was pretty well vetted because we didn't run into too many issues with any surprises. The biggest surprise, I think, was when we first tested it in the winter time. Underground in a Minnesota winter, and we had some issues, and it actually turned out to just be bad fiber optics. Nothing wrong with the network. It just the glass was not properly put together or whatever. So some learning pains, but not a lot. Not as many as I thought we would, given we were out front of this. We had no one to call to say, hey, how do you do this?
Yeah.
Does this work for you? Or why is this not working for us?
Especially in a rural setting.
Yeah. Good
well,
luck.
That's it. And for a rural setting, it's been a huge bonus because before, with even still today, with copper, they've extended the ability of it, but it wasn't made for this stuff.
Right.
And so you can only push it so far before you have to have equipment out in the field, which for TV was a mile. We had to have equipment every mile from
Wow.
somebody's home if you wanted to provide them TV service over copper cable. And you put in fiber, and that becomes 10 miles. So while fiber is more expensive to put in the
Yes, it
ground,
is. And
the amount
really
of
expensive to fix too.
the equipment that we would have had to pay for to stay on copper, we would have spent just as much money and had certainly a more outdated network.
Now, granted, most companies nowadays they get rid of the copper. When I used to locate, when we get some of those, like I'm going to throw them under the bus, so I don't give a shit about them. But Frontier up north, they are. I'm sorry, garbage, absolutely trash. They have like the very small 6-bit copper line.
Yeah.
And nobody cared. And then I talked to some of the homeowners. They said, like, yeah, we've not seen anybody for like weeks. I'm like, that's horrible.
Right. Well,
by the way, that's up in Viking. That's up north. Just want to throw that out there.
The northwest part.
Yeah, just want to throw it out there if you want to expand north.
Well, we compete against them. We do serve almost up to International Falls, and
Yeah.
so we do compete against them, which isn't much of a competition.
No, they're bums.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just unfortunate because it really turns out to be where you live and who your provider is, and how lucky you are whether you have internet still
options.
today. What kind of internet? When did you get access? We take it for granted. I've had internet at my house since 1999, and that is unbelievably rare in a rural area. And
Last week the kids had a snow day for
Yeah.
school, and we were even talking about that. Well, they didn't have a snow day; they had an e-learning day.
Yeah,
And
boo.
Even now, today, 2026, you still have families that don't have internet or computers at home.
Right. Yeah. Oh, for sure. And COVID certainly brought that home when all of a sudden everybody got sent home and they all need internet. We were one of the companies that was overwhelmed from a demand
Just a use
perspective.
stamp.
Yeah. And we could only do so much every day. But I laugh because at our, everybody thinks everybody uses the internet, and that's not true, and for a lot of different reasons, whether it's their own choice, they're off the grid a little bit, or it's finances, whatever the case may be. COVID really brought that home and how important reliable quality internet. We put up a lot of Wi-Fi stuff outside of our network so people who are nearby had access to the internet. And I know a lot of other providers did similar things because we can't solve that problem immediately. We have to build it, and it takes 9 months and millions of dollars. So, and that's just to get to 3,000 locations at a time, right? So we've done what we've done over time, but we're still trying to, sadly, it's still a big issue in a lot of particularly rural areas, low densely areas. So like in areas outside of Cook, there's not a lot of people per mile.
Well, and even then too, just the terrain. You get up into Cook and it's very rocky.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah. We're so used to sand over here, and boy, our construction certainly took a lot longer over there, and still does, than it does here. Because it literally breaking drill bits and all of that. So
Hitting rock and just you got to go
Well,
around it.
it's called the Iron Range for a reason, right?
You're not wrong. All right. Should we get
But
into
so
Okay, go ahead.
we talk about
This is the longest Paul Bunyan
Oh
commercial
yeah,
in
absolutely.
history, by the way.
So I'll end it here. Every time you come on the show and after you leave, we're like, you can just tell you're very passionate about what you do and how you portray it. And Paul Bunyan is very lucky to have you as a representative. So
Well, I appreciate that. It's easy, though. I've always tell people it's easy to work for something you believe in, right? And we're a member-owned cooperative, so there's not some one rich guy on a lake that I got to kiss up to try to get a raise or anything like that. We're all in it together too, and we've got a great team. I mean, I just feel pretty proud to be able to be the kind of the face and the voice sometimes. But I always remind our staff, I can say and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
But if you don't back it up, that means nothing. And
Right.
and they do. Our staff is amazing, and that's one of the biggest things that I enjoy the most is that we offer local customer service still to this day. It's a dying breed. I don't know many who do, but I think our members certainly appreciate it and note it as a difference between us and everybody else.
it's very nice that you can walk into a physical location and speak to somebody that their native language is the same language you're speaking.
They can pronounce your
Brilliant.
hometown.
Yeah.
If you say Nary, I'm guessing a lot of our staff will know where Nary is even.
What?
Say that to a Frontier employee. See if they know where Nary, Minnesota is.
All right. Why don't we jump into the meat of the show
Yeah.
here and get into the six-pack?
It's time for the Beer Belly Sports Six Pack. Brought to you by Bryce Primo from Team Cermak Real Estate. Just like your favorite Minnesota team, you need someone who knows how to close. Buy, sell, move, win with Bryce Primo and the Bemidji area. Call 218-760-9789 or send an email to premonition365@hotmail.com.
It's so nice having Brooksy do all of our stuff.
Well, the first beer, the Twinkies. They've had a little action the last couple days on the trade front.
Well, we'll start with Joe Ryan is still staying with the Minnesota Twins. Let's start off with there.
For now.
For now is what I put. ... For now. Brian, we have a shot bet. I say that Joe Ryan will be traded this offseason by May.
By May.
Sorry, not by May. April.
By spring training opening.
Wow. Well,
It's coming quick.
will it matter? I mean, I don't know. Baseball, in my opinion, is the one sport that's all screwed up. I mean, no matter how bad the Twins are or how good the Twins are, they're not going to win the World Series. They can't afford it.
I very much feel that there needs to be not just a salary cap in baseball, but more so a salary floor. Just because, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago, you had the Tigers in the playoffs, and their playoff roster was $18 million.
Which is like half of the contract of one player on the Dodgers.
Right.
Not even.
Absolutely.
Well, that's again, that's Minnesota's up against it because of that. So are all the small market teams. So is almost all of Major League Baseball. The Brewers played pretty well, right? And they got
Brewers
pounded.
Yeah, they did. They were. I thought they were in front of the NL North, not NL Central. Sorry, football in the head still. Bruce did that too. They're still in the North or the Central, and they were leading for most. I think Cubs were giving a good run as well too,
But they have no chance at the end of the day, I don't
no,
think.
they don't.
No, and when you've got, Bruce and I are very much in agreement on this. There needs to be something done about these deferred contracts too.
Yeah.
When you've got the Dodgers paying Shohei $750 million with a B dollars, and he's only getting paid like $2 million a year here and there. Oh la la! That's not really representative of what he's actually being paid.
Isn't that like Barry, who is it?
Bobby
Isn't that-
Bonilla.
Yeah, Bobby Bonilla Day, right? Because
Yeah.
every year the Mets
July
have
1st.
to pay him $1 million or
But,
whatever.
so Bruce's big argument is from all the league does a league-wide revenue sharing. Right off the top, every team gets $100 million.
I'm fine with that.
You
I wouldn't
should
say no
at
to
least
this.
have to spend up to
Yeah, a minimum. Yeah, you don't get to, or you're relegated to the minor leagues if you don't. Because, I mean, the small market teams, obviously they have to hit the lottery of how they put their roster together
Right.
to be even competitive, let alone advance and maybe win the World Series. But I think, just from you've seen it in the other leagues. They knew they had a problem and they solved it because I don't know about you. I have a lot less interest in baseball now because great. It showed, Ohtani's great and what he did was amazing. But when one team can dominate and then make a
Right.
mockery of free agency, they just
Yeah.
go buy everybody
Yeah.
else too. It's like, wait a minute.
They shelled out like $1.2 billion in free agency contracts last year.
Well, then this year, didn't have they already signed a couple of big
I was
contracts?
gonna
Because
say,
they got
just signed somebody recently.
Yamamoto last year, Otani, and then a couple other guys.
Well, and they got at least 2 this year. Cause,
Yeah, they just signed someone big this year too. I was gonna find
so
it.
anyway, they got to fix that. From a Twins perspective, I don't know. Obviously people probably disappointed that the Polad family didn't sell. Yeah, you were all hoping for an
Well,
Alex Rodriguez Laurie situation to come in and invest in some,
But
some
what
people.
I've read, so one of the minority owners they brought on was Craig Leopold, who happens to be the majority owner for the Wild.
who has gone all in.
And
Yeah.
apparently there's some rumors going around that with his minority share, there's the window for him to eventually work his way into majority ownership of the Twins.
There you go. Well, he's certainly shown that he's willing to spend some money, and obviously this year more than any other. They've got obviously the biggest free agent pickup in hockey, and so. But unfortunately for them, the 2 of the best teams in the league are in their division and conference, so they're up against it a little bit that way. But with the Twins,
was
the fire sale in August is what probably was
nightmare.
the most disappointing thing.
Such
I
a
mean,
nightmare to watch.
why don't you just trade the whole team?
Yeah, screw it. So we're done.
And not only that, I mean, they were the reason that we won any of those games a lot of the time. That was our best part of our team was our bullpen.
And you're not wrong. By the way, it was. I just had it.
Eduardo Julian.
Oh, he got
That
shipped out, right?
Kyle Tarko was the recent signing for the Dodgers.
So yeah, the Twins made a couple moves the last couple days. Eduardo Julian and Ole, pitcher,
yeah.
pitcher
Who?
from the bullpen, got shipped off to the Rockies today.
Good luck.
And then yesterday they traded a
catcher,
Pareda, to the Mariners for cash. So
Because we all know how good Cash is.
right.
So
It
good.
probably has still
this is
a
awkward.
higher batting percentage than Nick Punto, but Cash still doesn't really do the trick.
We always joked growing up a Nick Punto home run was when he hit it out of the infield.
That's another good one.
Poor Nick. And he made more money than the 3 of us combined in 2 years,
Yeah,
probably.
and he has a ring.
He's got a couple, I think.
Does no.
St.
does he
Louis.
really?
St. Louis, and I thought Boston for the
Yeah.
last run.
Oh.
And he was actually a candidate for a brief moment for the Twins managerial job this year.
I remember that.
No way.
Yeah, he's coaching. He was coaching in the Padres system.
Well, I mean, that would just pick up where they left off last season. Didn't most of them bat like he did, like 200? I mean, it didn't seem like we were not a very good batting team.
Oh, there's
We-
another Nick Punto out there?
No.
Sorry, there is. He's 25 years old.
That's not the Nick Punto we're talking
No.
about.
Not this good.
No, so the guest we had last week, his name's Travis, plays small ball or town ball for the Blue Ox before he got hurt, and now he does silver bullet sessions with Matt. It's crazy how even 15, 20 years ago, just the different mindset that baseball's gone through as far as if 10, 15, 20 years ago, if you hit under 250, you were bad.
You're right.
And now half their team barely hit 200,
Well,
and it's normal.
Yeah, bat 230 and we'll give you $2 million more a year. You had 22 home runs. Ooh, there's another $3 million for you to add
But
to
you
your.
had 60 strikeouts.
Yeah, well, and I think the batting average overall is definitely dropped for a lot of.
It absolutely. I remember.
300 is outstanding now.
Well, I remember growing up, they used to talk about batting average, obviously home runs, and RBIs. You don't really hear a whole lot. You used to see guys, if they broke 100 RBIs, that's a great season. You don't hear them really talk about that much now.
No, they have all these WAR, right? Isn't
Oh,
that one of
yeah.
them? All these other
God, I
things
hate
that
sabermetrics.
mean nothing to me. I'm like, I don't know what that means. How many runs have they driven in? And then you see their 191 batting average. Oh, great! This is going to go great for us.
Yeah, great. Hey,
Well,
Delvin Young's up there. Well, it's
But
be a
then
pop out.
Mankiewicz brought it up. Former Twins first baseman
Sure,
Doug Mankiewicz. He's
Also a World Series champion, isn't he?
Yeah, Boston. He was talking, no, Boston or LA. But he was talking, he's a manager now, and he was one of the Twins affiliate managers. But even just with the situational play, you see guys now, Well, he's batting 300 against lefties, but 150 against.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, so they do a lot more situational spot subs and stuff. He's like, it's hard for a guy to actually get consistent and get in a rhythm where he can actually work to getting his batting average
Right,
to
yeah,
increase
we're not putting
too.
you in. You suck versus left-handers, so you don't
Yep.
even get a chance.
Yep.
Punto, by the way, only won one World Series, and that was with the Cardinals.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
Really?
Next beer.
Next beer. All right.
The Gophers, Matthew.
So the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Dustin, I posted it. Dustin commented.
This is football you're
Yeah,
talking.
football, not basketball.
Well, it just says Gophers
I'm
upcoming
personally
season.
psyched for Akron. That's going to be a great
Hell
matchup.
yeah, I can't wait to get tickets for that one. Barn burner. The Gophers are going to play Eastern Illinois, Mississippi State,
Well, that could
Akron.
be a challenge. Mississippi State's
The Bulldogs.
not a pushover like they normally schedule.
That's where Dak came from.
Yep. And then at Washington, home against Michigan, at Purdue, home against Iowa, at Indiana. Good luck. On Halloween, by the way. UCLA, at Penn State. Great. Northwestern, and then at Wisconsin. So 8 wins, maybe?
Dustin said he was lucky to see 5 in there.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I was thinking 3.
I'm trying to hope. I'm hoping for the best. I'm a PJ kind of guy.
There is no hope. Give up hope.
PJ's
No.
gonna. So here's the reality of it.
They may finish
Really?
8th.
I was gonna say PJ's gonna win just enough games to get more national attention, get himself another 2-year extension,
Yeah.
soak the school of a few million more, and ride off into mediocrity. Win another worthless bowl game.
Here's him getting another bag.
Yep.
I went to the Purdue Gopher game this year, and that's the first time I've attended in the outside. That's the first time I was in that stadium.
You're the one who took it.
They wow. They were not good, and neither was Purdue. The Purdue coach should have been fired. They
I
were
did go to-
killing us, and they stopped running the ball. They had like 250 yards rushing, and then they were up by 10 and stopped running the ball. I mean, it
I
was
was
a
there.
bizarro world.
I was there. It was at night. It was cold.
Yes.
And
the only reason Persich made an interception for a return for a touchdown is the only reason the
I was
Gophers
right
even
there. I
had
saw it.
I mean, horrible coaching from Purdue.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we were bad the whole time anyway, so
Yeah, I'm surprised we won.
Matt?
I've
How do you feel about Coy Parrish going to Oregon?
sad. I wish it wasn't a Big Ten school. I was kind of wish it was like like a Alabama, like you wanted to, or
An
Georgia. And
SEC?
and I'd be fine with it. Like, all right, it makes sense.
Out of conference?
you
Yeah,
can't
I'll be fine
blame
with
him. I mean, he's not getting to the national championship with the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Nah, probably not. Not this year or next, but hey,
He's got a lot
You're
better
after-
chance with Oregon.
Yeah,
than
he
he did.
does. Yeah, he does. You're
Dustin
right.
and Bruce did make some good points for him to stay, though, because the U has become very well known for being a good spot at developing defensive backs.
True.
DBU.
Antonio Winfield, right?
Junior.
Junior.
Yep.
He was, I was mad we didn't get him because he was such a senior, was a great
Yeah.
He
player
was
for us.
supposed to be the replacement for Harrison Smith, allegedly.
Well, he got drafted like 1 or 2 spots before the Vikings.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, we have had, decent defenses. But yeah, it's tough in the world of college athletics now. I mean, it's got to be tough to try. I mean, you can look at what happened to Northern Michigan hockey. That's who the Beavers play this weekend. They still haven't recovered. Their coach left in April. The whole team bolted.
It's so
It's-
weird how that
there-
the team was
I
so good for
hate-
so long.
I hate the transfer portal. There needs to be a lot more clearly defined rules, especially football and basketball will be the prime examples.
Well, the
just
timing
because-
of it has to change.
Exactly. Like football, for example. You've got guys that are opting out of games during bowl season, which
Dumb.
when they've got nil deals, their nil sponsors are probably pissed because those are the most visible games.
Right.
But you've got guys that are entering the transfer portal and the season's not even over.
Yeah, and who came up with the rules? I'm like, have you followed football? Do you know how this works? Is it like some accountant in the corner office of the NCAA coming up with these time frames?
Well,
Because it's
it's-
clearly stupid. It's not rocket science.
We talked about
Wait
this.
to open it until the national championship is over.
Right. So we talked about this with Charlie from Lakeland when he was on a few weeks ago. There needs to be a clearly defined free agent period. Like it doesn't start until
The end of the
like
actual.
January 15th, for example.
Right.
And then it closes before spring practices start in March or April. There's a defined, this is when
And
you can or
yes,
can't do it.
yes.
And same thing with coaches and nil. There needs to be like a salary cap system with nil. And
Well, it's a Wild West right now. They'll,
Yeah,
they'll
it is.
hopefully
Crazy.
be able to rein it in, but obviously there's some changes that need to be made.
Yeah.
what else you got on that topic, Matt?
That's really about it. I knew we're gonna go a bit long on some Paul Bunyan Communications stuff, which I'm really, really happy because there's some things like I'm always curious about, and like I know some of the technical stuff, like underground type things. Like I know, like
yeah,
like
you
I
know
said,
because you do it, right? Most
I
consumers
did.
have no idea. It's magic. It's magic.
it's not really. It's shit. It's if it gets cut and then, hey, what are you doing?
Like I thought he was just chewing on a bone
Yeah.
against it, but he's actually chewing on the bar of the
Jack,
stool.
what are you doing? Anyways, yeah, so like I know like fiber's not cheap, so if you're going to dig, please for the love of God call Gopher State.
Yeah,
please
people
call.
forget that. Well,
You have no matter what, you have to call. It's legally you have to call.
yes. Well, and hopefully most people realize that there's a lot of stuff underground now.
Right.
They might not think it's in their yard, but it's it's magic. You
Yeah.
know, there's a way that's delivered. Yeah, don't dig without calling Gopher
Yeah.
State. There's a great system in place for that.
They
And
have
it's
to, and
free.
it's free. It's free. We like
And if
free
you call
things.
on Wednesday, they're usually there before Saturday
And
when
if-
you're going to do your
well,
project.
And if you don't call and you cut a fiber optic cable, that's on you.
That's on-
and that
and
is
it-
not free.
It is not cheap. It has bankrupt. Remy, what are you doing? You don't bite on it too. What are we doing? Hey,
They want to be part of the show,
no,
man.
I don't need to bite on
chewing up the stool.
wood.
Crack the next one.
All right, we'll crack the next one.
The Wild and Timberwolves and FanDuel. It's becoming
Rem.
It's becoming a very, very logical question to ask. When does FanDuel go dark? Not if, but when.
And in our text, I have told you this. Like, do you think it was smart that they had local coverages pick up the Wild in those last few games? I think it's like
There's 4 of them that they're going to do between now and the next 2 months. FanDuel has already. I know that the Timberwolves missed a received payment from
Yeah.
FanDuel. I haven't heard if the Wild have or not, but it's becoming more and more likely that FanDuel is going to fold.
Well, yeah, we carry FanDuel Network. I have not heard anything from them. Obviously, only what you guys read in the trades and everything. It's very similar to what happened with Twins TV, right? And the Twins, they obviously went off of FanDuel, not necessarily to their financial gain, but yeah, it's hard to say how it'll all shake out. Personally, we're just all hoping that they can make it through the end of the regular season
Yeah.
for both those teams because
Yeah.
their contract is up at the end of this year, I believe, or even before the next season, maybe. Certainly, it would all get figured out between then and the beginning of the next season. How that will shake out, what that means for Wild and Timberwolves fans, we'll have to wait and see. It's not necessarily good or bad. They could be put on, a network that you got to pay a lot for. It could be Twins TV, which, what was that? I mean, obviously we included it, but $20 a month, right?
Nick of time, you got that.
Yeah, we got it just before opening day.
And-
The first in Minnesota to have it.
Yeah, you got shot out on K-Fan as well. too, so
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
pretty
they thought it
sweet.
was awesome. The Twins too. Well, I
Yeah.
talked to some of the Twins people, and of course they're like, we thought it was so cool that Paul Bunyan was the first company that we signed because
okay, so-
of the Minnesota
Yeah,
connotation.
So how did that work? Like, did you probably you didn't go and negotiate that kind of stuff, but how did that work with the Minnesota Twins? Like, not having that because they don't have FSN or a Bally or anything or FanDuel. Like,
Right.
how did that work for you guys? You just make a phone call like, hey, we would like to pick up the Twins.
No,
in our area.
actually, MLB baseball took it over.
Yep. Okay,
So
that's right.
we carry the MLB network, so I know those people and have worked with them for years. And so it was the same people that we worked with for MLB network and NHL network. Those two networks are run are handled by the same group of people.
Okay.
And so it was really actually pretty easy. I mean, we have a good personal relationship with them. Our deal, of course, was negotiating the contract.
Yeah.
And certainly wanting to make sure that they understood it. There's less value the longer this goes on past opening day. So we want to get this on. But they were also in a lot of flux. So they were trying to figure things out. Now, they did it for San Diego, and I think the Diamondbacks in Arizona. So they had done it for a couple of other teams prior. We weren't the first. But it did take them a little while to get what they wanted to do. And then, of course, they had to come back to reality when they're, as far as how much, pie in the sky money they're asking for. And so it actually worked out for us where the cost of FanDuel Network plus Twins TV was about the same.
Okay.
So, the loss from FanDuel, because we don't get charged as much if they don't have the Twins,
Yeah.
is almost equal. So that really wasn't a big, rate problem for us. It worked out actually pretty well. But again, we wanted to get it for our customers right away.
Yep.
They had it on for a while of preseason, but nobody carried it then. You could stream it. And
Yeah.
they did offer, that's the first year they offered the direct-to-streaming thing.
Yeah, that's
For
right.
$20 a month, you could get the games. So there were other options finally, at least. And with the Wild and the Timberwolves, you just don't know. Now, there's rumors that ESPN might be trying to take over the MLB stuff. So that changes the
Leave it
game
alone.
completely.
And
God.
it's from a consumer standpoint, you see a lot of people cutting cords just by nature of things, licensing fees and stuff like that. It's expensive nowadays.
Sports is going to be the most expensive thing.
And by the time you sit and we've talked about it, okay, so if I have an MLB subscription, if I have a FanDuel subscription, if I have all these different subscriptions, I'm going to be paying $60, $70, $80 a month, and I might as well just get cable back.
Right, correct. That's exactly, and that's what's going to happen. The prices are going to go up. I mean, what Netflix, when they started,
Yeah.
$6 a month, and
Yeah.
they're 20 now.
yeah.
I mean, they start low and get going, but they also consolidate, so there's less people. So Disney and Hulu are teaming up now. It's going to get down to just a few providers that control all the content, and your cost is going to be up to them.
Right.
And for them, their problem is that their bread and butter all along has been cable television, and people like Paul Bunyan who deliver it, where we pay per subscriber per month for these things. When you let people choose on their own and go, I want this and I want that, but not this and that, then you aren't going to make nearly as much money. Where we're forced to carry, ESPN. If we want ESPN, guess what? They're owned by ESPN, Disney. We have to carry all those channels. You don't get one or none. You don't get to pick in our world, but you do in the streaming world, and that's going to cost them money. So there's a couple of things happening. One, they want to try to get as much revenue as they can now before it all goes away, and that's pushing people to go to streaming. And so they're really in kind of a quandary right now financially, is how are we going to be able to make what we made in the old way with the new way, and they're probably not going to be able to do that.
Part of the issue, though, especially with Netflix and Hulu and Paramount, they're pushing their own productions now, too.
Yeah.
So now you've got that overhead to cover.
Well, and then if you want, it's going to come down to every consumer. What's important to you and how much are you willing to pay? So if you like that show on Amazon Prime, guess what? You're going to have to pay for Amazon Prime. And then, oh, wait, I like this show on Peacock. And then I like the show on Paramount Plus. I mean, it's going to be divvied up a little bit that way. But there's a lot of different streaming options. Like if you want something more like Paul Bunyan Television, DirecTV, YouTube TV, they have a guide and they have a channel thing and it's live TV, versus like Amazon Prime, which has a kind of, it's more on your time and your choice. But they do have some live programming, and all of them are getting into that. But it's not like it's live like where we know traditional cable television. But
Correct.
there are streaming options that are.
Yep.
So, I mean, at least there's something for everyone in that regard. But yeah, it's a big challenge for these folks. And sports is the biggest factor. Somebody's paying for all these contracts, and
Right.
the Dodgers aren't the only ones. It's the fans that are paying for all this stuff.
Well, and that's why it costs you $400 for a family of 2 or 3 to go to a hockey game.
Exactly. Well, and then that's why your TV bill's so high
Yeah.
too. I mean, sports is a big thing, and it costs a lot of money, and it trickles down. Don't make any mistake about that. We're all paying those salaries.
Oh, absolutely. So as Matt mentioned, though, too, the Wild will have 4 games on basic cable TV.
Really?
They've got 3 games on My 45. And then, so on January 29th, tomorrow, they've got
Interesting.
Calgary. Friday, February 27th, they'll be on WCCO against Utah. Saturday, April 11th on 45 TV again against
Give me 2.
Nashville.
Uh-oh.
And then Tuesday, April 14th on 45 TV against Anaheim.
Interesting. I mean, normally you do that with one company. I mean, WCCO is not affiliated with Channel 45. That's a Hubbard station.
That's what, like, I'm wondering, like, that's like.
That's not a good sign, though. I mean,
But
if they're
so-
doing that,
Like when I'm in my
they
fish
haven't
house.
pulled the games off FanDuel, though, right? I mean, they're still on FanDuel.
Right. Well,
don't-
they have a
That might be a scheduling conflict.
But yeah, and say you even right now you've got the occasional game where it's national broadcast
Right.
on ESPN or
Right.
what NBC. So, but even on like when I'm out in my fish house and I just over the air antenna, Channel 12 is WCCO, and then like 12-3, I think, is My 45.
Oh. Well, My 45 is definitely affiliated with KSTP Channel 5 ABC out of Minneapolis.
Or maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
it's
I think it's an ABC. I think
28-3 is
Yeah,
45.
yep. So, I mean, it'll be, I guess, wait and see. Who knows? Again, we're just fingers crossed. Any changes come after this season, and then, by the start of the next season, it will all be known what's going on.
So there's some rumors, as long as we're talking about the Wild, Matt, and you don't have it on here, there's some rumors that a certain young stud goaltender may be on the move. The old Wall of St. Paul
Oh no!
is rumored to be a potential trade chip for the Wild to actually land a top 6 forward.
Oh shit! Don't like that.
Well, they've traded all their other assets away.
I get it, but
When you
Really?
gave up what is the equivalent of 4 first-rounders to get Quinn Hughes here.
and again, we talked with Jesse Pierce from the Minnesota. Well, I did. I text. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a shot. When I text her, I said, "Is Billy G going all in, or what is he? Or what is he doing?" She's like, "He wants a cup now." Brilliant. All right, okay, good then.
Well, let's start with a playoff series. How about that?
Yeah, can we at least get?
The Wild have become the Twins.
Oh no!
I attended the last time they won a playoff series. It was Zach Parise beating the St. Louis Blues. I was at the game. My daughter, who is now 28, had just got done with her senior prom in high school. That's how long it's been since we've won a playoff series.
I thought it was like 2016.
Yes, I mean, come on. And the
I was at
sad
the
part
Homers
is
for that.
almost every year of that, they've been in the playoffs. It's not like they missed the playoffs and
right.
didn't have a chance to win one. So, yeah, maybe this is the year.
Well, but like you said,
They're going to play Dallas or
the unfortunate
That's tough.
thing is we're ranked third in the entire league behind Colorado and Dallas,
Yeah.
who just happen to be in our division.
Yeah.
So we're in third place in our division.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of hosed. Well, that's like the Vikings last year, right? You kind of get hosed because the other, everybody good is in your
Right.
division. But hey, you got to go through them anyway, right? I mean, you might as well get it out of the way. And a Dallas series in the playoffs would be fun. I don't know if they could beat the Abs. The Abs are just so good, but. You never know. That's why you play the game. But it is going to be an uphill battle for the Wild to even win another playoff series of all years.
Right.
Why couldn't they be good a couple of years ago when there was
Yeah.
weaker talent in the division?
Well, and so you've got Quinn Hughes for sure under contract for this year and next year. Rumor has it that they're going to make a play to go after his brothers.
oh,
In New York or New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to be with his brothers, is the rumor.
Yeah.
And wanted to be in a hockey town. We can't get any more hockey than Minnesota. And they're from Michigan. Yeah. Well, unless you're in Detroit, you're not going to get closer to Michigan than when you're in
Yeah.
Minnesota.
but is that who they're thinking about trading the goalie for?
No, they're talking about Vincent Trocheck, but he's late 30s on the tail end of his career. So you don't want to give up.
Yeah, too much.
So there's been
He's
a few
a
different-
rental, basically, is what you're saying. Kind of like Don Baylor in 1987 was a rental
Oh, hold on. Damn it. I gotta go back up there.
who came up huge, by the way, in that rental role for us. So, I mean, he was pretty key to us winning that World Series,
It
even though
works.
he was a Twin for like 2 months, but good enough. So, yeah, I mean,
Good enough. That's all you need.
I was, we're all Minnesota fans, so I'm just a little jaded. So
We're used
I'm
to
kind of-
What happened?
Yeah, I'll wait and see. I don't get my hopes up anymore.
You're waiting for the shoe to fall
I mean,
Well,
or the hammer to fall.
We'll watch the series when they play the first playoff round and keep our fingers crossed.
I think it's funny. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but at
Well,
disappointment failures.
Minnesota and all, we've been through a long drought here of
It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
other than the Timberwolves, who
So
have
of-
finally won playoff series easily.
Of all
There it
the
is.
cities that have at least 3 major sports franchises, we're in the longest drought.
Oh, no doubt.
Championship drought.
That's what I've
That's only because the Cavaliers won one NBA title. Otherwise, Cleveland would be just as miserable as us.
Right.
yeah, I found it. It took me forever. I can't believe I forgot. Some Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel.
Cleveland, the home of Pro Bowl quarterback Shadir Sanders.
Bombs.
All right, next beer, Matthew.
All right, next beer. Hold on, let me find it. I got to go back up here. Get rid of this sound, too. All right, go ahead.
We know who's playing in the Super Bowl.
We know it is.
It's so
for sure not
we
this.
got the New England Patriots
Welcome back.
and
Welcome back.
the St. Louis,
Wow.
Seattle Seahawks, who happen to be led by who?
They're led by former Minnesota Vikings player signed with the Seattle Sea Chickens this past year, off season, for I think it was a 7-year deal. It was a lot. It was a lot of money, but good for him.
It was one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't scenarios. You're going to see people tearing the Vikings left and right now that they should have re-signed Darnold.
I'm literally laughing
Well,
hard about it.
I don't mind the fact that they didn't re-sign him because, those 2 last games, of course, that he played
Right.
were horrific and really his fault that we did not win those games. But you got to have a better backup plan. I mean, putting your trust in an unproven quarterback and then bringing in a has-been as your backup and then, it just did not. They didn't prepare well enough for what happens
No.
if he's not good or if he gets hurt. Because you got to have 2 quarterbacks, right? And that's where we really fell down. But good for Sam Darnold. We weren't going to pay him that money anyway. You know that.
So he did get the 30 to 35 projected range that they said it would have taken Minnesota to sign him from Seattle. However, the flip side to that argument is they wouldn't have been able to sign some of these other pieces that they signed in order to try and fix like the offensive line, who one guy wound up missing half the year
Yeah, I
with a
was gonna
concussion. and-
Told you.
Money well spent there.
My inside source, who's a Giant Colts fan, told me like that's a bad idea.
Well,
Cussed all
He
the
was
time.
50% right.
I mean,
There was
It's his best friend. It's not an inside source.
and they still have issues at offensive line, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just I thought it was poor planning more than
And
anything else.
At this, I was always like, okay, it's basically McCarthy's rookie season. He's going to have bumps in the road. There's
Sure.
going to be growing pains. It's how does he learn from it? How does he grow from it? And it got evolved into the point over the course of the season is that it's not a matter of if he's going to get hurt again, it's when.
Yeah, well, injuries are one part of it, but there were times when he looked horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, worse than Christian Ponder.
wow. That's tough.
you couldn't. I mean, you watched and went, oh my God, that's the guy we're going to put everything in. The throw was so far off.
But then he'd make a throw, and you're like, holy crap.
Well, I did
And he
like that
runs
he
and
ran.
you're like,
He ran, so we haven't seen that in 15, 20 years.
Yeah, Brad, you don't see Brad Johnson out there running.
He did
Ponder
run.
was running, but he was running for his life.
Yeah, he wasn't running purposefully. So, well,
no.
at least I think they've acknowledged, 1, that they didn't plan well enough, and 2, they aren't going to let that happen again, where we might have a quality second quarterback other than the guy who we hope turns out to be good.
There's a floated rumor being
Brett Favre's coming back.
Well,
No.
yeah, great. I would love that.
Aiden Geffrey's favorite quarterback it's just hearsay right now. There's not any weight, but there's been some trade ideas pitched.
Even Bell too, by the way.
For who is what?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's been linked to us.
So would you trade J.J. McCarthy and a first-round pick for Joe Burrow?
I don't know. Probably. Why not?
I see what happens.
He's at least proven.
He's been to a Super Bowl. Dustin, was it Dustin or Bruce? Or like, Buddy's been hurt the last couple of years.
Right.
I think it was
Yeah.
Dustin, and I agree too. He has been hurt a lot, and I mean, great. This is great fantasy wise for if you're playing Madden, but the real work, you look at the cap of this. He has a lot of money tied in this, and then you'll look at the other cap from JJ. If you're sending him, look at that signing the other side of it. How much money you're going to be giving him if he leaves?
Well, and when we, when you think about the salary cap, that just will limit us because we clearly need other people. I mean, we can't just rely on who we coming back with.
So the pitch was J.J. McCarthy, Jonathan Grenard, who may be a cap casualty anyways.
Oh, because I was going to say we don't want to lose him. He's good.
And a first-round pick for Joe Burrow.
Burrow? Yeah, but then we wouldn't have any money to do anything else, just like Cousins' contract screwed us.
But so what they're saying is that Grenard may be a cap casualty as well as Hawkinson. And Turner showed enough flashes this year that he may be able to slide in and replace Grenard. But Hawkinson hasn't been the same since his knee injury. Thanks, Detroit.
Well, that just
What
means
happened?
put all your money on the Bengals next year because that means whoever we has as a quarterback and give up, they're going to win the Super Bowl. So McCarthy's going to turn into a stud and win it with Cincinnati.
That would be classic Minnesota right there.
Brilliant. It'd be a miracle because Cincinnati's worse than we are, but they do have good receivers.
This is what I sent the gift to the guys, all these Viking fans. It's Lloyd Crispin's on a scooter just laughing when as soon as Sam Darnold made it.
Oh, yeah.
I was just giggled.
Well, my oldest daughter texted me, I'm so sorry, Dad, about how, Sam Darnold won. I'm like, what? Don't be sorry. It's good for him. It's our fault.
Well, you blew it. Good thing he showed that he could overcome.
Right.
He's been through a lot, too. A lot of different teams.
Well, I think everybody can pull from, I don't know. I don't feel bad for him, and it was a decision we made. I don't necessarily disagree it was the right decision based on the circumstance, but obviously, yeah, he's made it through, and good for him because there was, I don't think any of us doubted he could play. He got us to 14-3, right? I mean, that's pretty good, and he was definitely not a Case Keenum. Where that was just like a one shot in the dark miracle.
By the way, he's still playing. He's the third string quarterback for the Texans.
Is he really?
Yep,
He was the backup quarterback for the Bears this year.
Oh, okay. I thought he was with the Texans, but he's still in the league.
Well, yeah. Well, why not?
He was Caleb Williams' backup this year.
Jesus.
Case Keenum still around. Christian
Still
Ponder
around.
is not playing, right? He's not a backup anywhere.
His wife is around, though. That's all I got to know.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I don't know. But from a Super Bowl perspective, I could care less. I really don't. The Patriots have won enough, but I do like how they've resurrected themselves.
Yeah. It feels different, though, because they actually did have a couple down years.
Yes, and they have different people.
And so, yeah, it's not Belichick, and they're still
Brady and all the
all these other people. Yeah. But I really wanted to see Josh Allen finally pull it off.
Everybody did.
Well, they got hosed.
Speaking of that,
what's the catch, Brian? Nobody knows.
Well, that
Nobody
and
knows.
that and
Nobody.
the interference calls. Come on. I mean, it was pretty brutal for them. I feel bad for Buffalo fans. They're like Minnesota, man. There's nobody that can feel our pain any more so than the Bill fans and Bill's Mafia because they've been through it.
Sean McDermott was this era's version of Andy Reid in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
How many
chances are you going to get?
Yeah.
And was it the coach's fault, though? I don't know.
I felt bad for the Ravens because Tomlin allegedly stepped down, but I think he was going to get shit canned anyways. But
the Steelers?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ravens.
The Ravens with Harbaugh.
That
was kind of weird.
So
but
what's crazy is Harbaugh, Tomlin, and who else was the third one Dustin mentioned? All had great regular season records. Mm-hmm. But the seasons that they had bad years, their starting quarterback missed at least 4 games. And they happened to miss the playoffs those years.
But you got to win the big one eventually, right?
Eventually.
Tomlin won one back in
his first year, I think.
Yeah, it was
08?
a long time ago.
I remember his first year.
Same with Harbaugh, hadn't won one in a while, which is what's frustrating.
12 or 13.
They'd had their opportunities, right? So,
well, and you're wasting Lamar's prime.
Yeah, and look at us. O'Connell hasn't won a playoff game.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I like O'Connell, but at the same time, that sucks.
Got to win a game in the postseason. I mean, same with the Wild. I mean, you just can't keep going in perpetual motion. Just getting there. That's Minnesota in a nutshell, right?
Oh,
we never suck.
Just good enough to be okay.
Good enough to be okay and get a mediocre draft pick.
We're always
competitive rebuild.
We're always drafting in the low to mid 20s because we're just good enough, but not quite good enough to get over the hill.
So, Personally, I don't know if I'll even care, who wins. But go for Sam Darnold, I guess, just to rub it into us even more.
I know if you want to talk about it, we're going to do a Super Bowl party at your place. I do have the Silver Bullet guys are going to be over, so Sam and Travis will be over. So it'll be nice. Kenny's a hit miss. She may or may not. Kind of got vetoed on that one. But I plan on making wings like I have been doing. Wontons take a little bit of time, I found out.
I did buy a pork roast, so I'll smoke some pulled pork.
They still have the 2 weeks off, though, right? It's
it's
not this Sunday. It's the next Sunday.
This Sunday's the joke of a Pro Bowl.
Flag
Losers.
football.
And now it's just a skills competition.
No,
and then
I miss the old. Do you remember the Quarterback Club? There was a video game. The Super Nintendo had a game called Quarterback Club, and it was the best, to me, football game out there. And I love that damn thing.
you would like
I've never
the game
heard of it.
So good.
EA head
Sorry.
coach.
I did. I have it actually. First and second one's actually upstairs in the loft on the PlayStation 2.
All right. Why don't you spin
Remy.
the wheel?
Ooh, shit. Hold on. Okay. Spin. Okay, it's that one. I need.
It's time now to spin the wheel of topics. That time I wet the bed. Smoked meats. It done messed up Aaron. Dots on soccer balls. Wiener Schnitzel. Hot women at stoplights. Video games.
So, since we're all video gamers, might as well just do this. What's some of the best video games that you played, Brian?
Oh, my God.
I mean, you talk about Pac-Man and Pong and stuff already.
Yeah, what time frame?
Oh, whatever you
I've
want.
been through the beginnings to now.
The eras have all their defining games.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I just remember we really loved in television football. That was kind of the first football
sounds
game.
good.
I remember the play we did that always scored like the end of round. But of course, it was kind of hokey graphics and things like that.
Still works.
The first Nintendo game, man, that was when I was in college. So we played and we kept, track of the games and all of that. Hockey, of course, was part of that. Zelda was a big game back then too. I mean that.
Ooh, I still play that too every once in a while. Like the original.
They've got new versions now too.
Yeah,
right?
the original's
it's
way better.
updated. But yeah, Zelda was one of the originals. Obviously, you got Super Mario Brothers, and then Sega Genesis came along. So Sonic the Hedgehog. And all of that. That was the 80s, and that's kind of what the heyday of video games from a beginnings perspective. And now, man, I've got what, I'm trying to think of what games I've been playing. I haven't played many recently.
Yeah.
And most of them now don't even require a disc. You can just
That's mine. My PS5. Like,
I don't like that.
No.
No, and so there's actually some debate going around now too about if you spend $60 for the license, do you own the game or not?
Oh.
Because now you've got they're taking the server down after so long, even though you paid for.
Oh, sure. Yeah, when it's kind of out of date now and
Yep.
they're ending its run per se.
Yep.
Good point. I mean, otherwise, I like it because then that stupid disc can't get scratched and
Yeah,
the
drop
game
it.
is ruined and, halfway through or whatever. But I did the Far Cry games. I like
I've been
those.
at the
Red Dead
Red Dead.
Redemption, right?
Yeah, Red
Yep.
Dead 2 and I
Fallout.
I have not played all the Fallouts. I played like the beginning ones.
I did a lot of Call of Duty.
I did play a lot of COD, like in the heydays where like
Yeah.
Black Ops 2,
Yeah, see-
with the lobbies were electric.
It got a little regurgitated and just
did.
recycled.
And I like the things with missions and accomplishments when it's open like that and you're playing against other people. That just didn't appeal
The
to me.
open like Fortnite.
Yeah.
And where Call of Duty moved. Like I love the storyline.
Right,
on
yeah.
Call
Oh,
of
there's some
Duty.
good ones.
Yeah.
Like the World War II one, that was awesome.
Yeah, just like you had said it earlier. I forget the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Those
That's
are
a good one, too.
storytelling, right? I mean, it's not open, and
But-
then
It's both.
it's
though.
both, right? Yeah, yeah.
Just like Red Dead.
Right, yeah.
Ubisoft guys who make Assassin's Creed, they're starting to
Ubisoft.
whatever. They're starting to close their door. They closed like 4 of their studios and cut a lot of people.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, so they've already hashed or kind of put away some of the.
Well, they've
Assassin's
done a
Creed
million
stuff.
of those things.
So
I know.
I'm a big history nerd.
Me too.
And I've always told a couple of my buddies that are big into Assassin's Creed, I would have loved to see a World War II era like Assassin's Creed where they're trying to like battle the Nazis.
Oh, yeah, and the Japanese and all that.
Yeah.
That'd
I always
be
thought
cool.
that would be cool.
I think it would be cool if they just did a whole Revolutionary War game like Call of Duty, except with a Revolutionary War everything. Weapons, strategy, geography. Mm-hmm. Try to win America's independence.
There's a board game called Risk.
Oh yeah, that game takes forever, and it never finished. Just like Monopoly, nobody ever finished the game Monopoly. Someone always flips that goddamn board over and goes, "Nope, out of here."
Funny.
But yeah, that's some of the video games. Like what I play right now, it's like a SimCities game, but it's called it's something City. That's not the name, but it's
Some City.
Some City.
It's the Temu version.
That is Jeffrey. Another word for him. Some City. But no, it's like a Sims game,
can
like
never-
SimCities game, and it's been out for like at least 5 years, and
You
play
can
it
never
constantly.
go wrong either with Madden
I
or
know.
NHL.
NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. I'm just mad. Tiger Woods was such a fun
Oh,
game.
I
That
love
was a
Target.
good one.
Do you remember when it first came out on the PS1? And if you would play multiplayer, you could, while your opponent was playing, you could push buttons and it'd be like he was playing with his
Yeah.
glove and stuff.
Nice. We had Halo was ours in high school
With
and
the LAN parties.
We had guys in the other room going 4 against 4. It was the greatest time to hear a motherfucker.
They used to do that when I was going to school at BSU up in Oak Hall. On the very top floor is basically just giant open areas. Mm-hmm. And there was some kitchenettes in there and whatnot, and we would do some events and stuff in there. But there was guys that, they would have LAN parties in there.
I don't think we ever did that at the U. I mean, I did other things.
I didn't do it, but
I did other things at the U that were.
you never went to class in your one semester there.
Yeah, but also I went to Hennepin Tech. I was there for a year. At least I was
That's
there.
not at the U.
Yeah, but I was there. You know how hard it is to get into the U? You got to be kind of smart.
And you pissed it away.
Yeah, I had a 3.6 in college because I actually cared, unlike my high school where I had a 2.2. Anyways.
Damn kids.
Damn kids. All right. Anything else about video games you have?
No.
Okay, cool. So we get to the fun stuff.
Are we going to take a quick little 5-minute break?
We are going to take a little break. Well, we were going to play our ads. I was trying to get to the music, so kids keep. Right, there we go. I was trying to find the music for it. So when we come back, we're going to do misconnections. We're going to do Wikipedia, and we'll find some other things to talk about.
Did you talk about our fantasy football league?
I wasn't sure if that would be a sore subject for you or not.
Sorry, you got your teeth kicked in.
But I finished didn't I finish kind of middle of the road?
We were talking about it at one
I think
point.
I got to 500.
You at
I
one
think you
point
did.
you had like top 10 or top 5 in points scored, but you also had the most points scored against
me. Yeah, that's usually how it works for me. But I thought I got back to 500 because it was brutal at the beginning. I'm like, oh, how embarrassing.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. And I think I became last. I was like, this sucks. I lost Hurst. I lost like 3 other really good players. I'm like, this is not going to go well.
Yeah.
Don't care.
I think I
I'm
won.
done.
I was one of the longer ones in the Survivor League, though.
I lasted up
Remy.
until week 14 or 15.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think I was week 6 or something. I'm like, I'm doing good in this.
All right, when we come back, we got all this fun stuff like misconnections and Wikipedia all up next. Listen to Beer Belly Spoots.
Sober enough to know what I'm doing, and I'm drunk enough to really enjoy doing it.
So, there was that. Beer Belly Sports Podcast.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction. I wish to God that somebody would do something to block out the voices in my head for 5 minutes. The voices that scream over and over. Why do they come to me to die? Why do they come to me to die?
Okay. Here's the guys. Beer Belly Sports.
Hey, Bruce, why are you loading a recliner, a TV, and a fridge into your truck?
Because I just saved $100 at Home Choice in Bemidji. Use the promo code BBS, as in Beer Belly Sports.
Hold up. You actually use a promo code?
Heck yeah! Mention Beer Belly Sports in store and boom, $100 off your items.
I'm heading there right now. Do they sell kegerators?
Oh, they've got everything: furniture, appliances, electronics, you name it.
Head to Home Choice in Bemidji today. Use promo code BBS or Beer Belly Sports in store to get $100 off your purchase.
This is Lois from the Knob and Kettle Restaurant and Lounge, where we serve our smoked prime rib Wednesday through Saturday night, along with our made-from-scratch soups and desserts. Come enjoy one of our delicious appetizers, like our smokin' poppers, or our walleye bites dipped in our own house-made batter and served with our signature tartar sauce. On Thursday evenings, you can enjoy live music with Lois, 2 miles east of Itasca State Park on Highway 71. We're open noon to 9 Wednesday through Saturday, and we're ready to serve you. The Knob and Kettle
Craving
Restaurant,
top quality
your
farm
prime
fresh flavor?
destination.
Head to Angie's Acres in Aiken, Minnesota. We're your local source for 100% Wagyu steaks, delicious pork, poultry products, premium ground beef, and fresh garden vegetables, all raised and grown with care. Order online anytime at angiesacresmn.com or call 218-515-3890. We also do local drop-offs. Check our Facebook page to see when we'll be near you. Angie's Acres, from our farm to your table, the way nature intended.
Make your next gathering legendary with Herbert and Gerbert's Catering. Why settle for the ordinary when you can have extraordinary subs and sides? This holiday season, take the worry out of your meal planning with Herbert and Gerbert's Colossus boxes, giant soups, creamy mac and cheese, and sides that'll make everybody smiley. Big groups, small groups, hungry groups. They cater to them all. Unwrap the flavor with Herbert and Gerbert this season and call it in or order online to make your holiday extra delicious. Herbert and Gerbert's on the corner of 15th and Bemidji Avenue.
Looking for fast and reliable internet service? Choose Paul Bunyan Communications, your local broadband cooperative. Switch today and choose from 2 great deals. Save $20 a month on our gigabit internet service for a full year, or get your first 2 months of internet service free. And both offers include a year of free GigaZone Wi-Fi service. Don't wait. Switch to Paul Bunyan Communications, powered by the GigaZone. Sign up now at paulbunyan.net or visit us in Bemidji or Grand Rapids. Some restrictions may apply. Call for details.
So we're just going to wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
So, there was that. Beer Belly Sports Podcast.
Are you a fan of Minnesota sports? Do you need some Minnesota gear? If those are both a yes, go to sodastick.com to get your original Minnesota-inspired goods. If you haven't seen this stuff yet, you got to check it out. One of my favorite designs is the Minnesota Moon by Randy Moss, or the John Randall hat that I'm actually wearing right now. All of their apparel is designed and screen printed here in Minnesota on super soft, super comfy shirts and hoodies. You'll love it. We're going to hook you up with 15% off your next order. Use the promo code BeerBelly, one word, for 15% off. That is sodastick.com, designed by Minnesotans for Minnesotans. Code BeerBelly for 15% off your next order.
Welcome back. It's time for Matt's favorite portion of the show. It's the
Hooray!
The game portion.
Hooray!
We get to listen to Matt poorly read misconnections.
You're not wrong.
Stumble through and
We do okay.
show off his 7th grade reading ability.
6. We established that last time. It's 6th grade, but it's fine.
Hey, 6th grade in South Dakota is like graduating everywhere else.
Jeez, you're brilliant. That's a good one. 6th grade reading. Write down show titles. For people who don't know, this is usually what I do. But the second half usually has a lot more show titles than the first one.
So we're going to come back and we got some misconnections. We're going to test Matt's memory on some recycled Wikipedia.
I'm very, very nervous on this. So it's not. Bruce and I always say, like, if we get one, that's good.
They're not that hard.
Okay.
Do you like trivia, Brian?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Depends on what kind of trivia. I'm
It's
good at
just-
sports and music.
Well,
A lot of it's just general,
allegedly
wide encompassing.
Okay.
Okay, remember, this guy has 2 business degrees. He's kind of smart. So Bruce knows this, and I don't like you saying it, but I'm going to say it anyways. He didn't graduate from high school. I barely passed. I had a lot of friends. Well, I'm a salesman, too. But anyways.
So this is more general knowledge, like
Allegedly.
Trivial Pursuit.
Yes.
Yeah, allegedly.
Like bar trivia.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
all right.
tough, though. It's not. But we'll do want to do misconnection first, or want to do Wikipedia? Ooh, don't break that.
You can do yours.
Okay.
I'll figure out which one I'm going to do while you're
Writing takes
reading.
time and effort. We'd rather just read stuff that other people wrote, and poorly at that. It's time for Missed Connections with Matt Geffrey.
All right, this first one is in Evanston. Has anyone ever had a misconnection here? I feel this is a little crazy to post, but I figured it's worth a shot if only to finally make peace with that what feels like a misconnection. I'm typically a shy person, which is why I did not approach him in the moment, and hopefully people would not be too unkind for me to be sharing my experience. Last spring or summer, I was headed out shopping with a family member near St. Luke's Church in Evanston. Standing nearby a man with dark hair and dark features, partly next to his parked car, possibly a Honda CR or something similar. We locked eyes, and there was something that about that moment stayed with me. Even as I walked away, I turned my head and saw him watch with what felt like a calm and warm presence. I didn't feel intrusive, distasteful, or uncomfortable. I felt simply different. I brushed it off at first, thinking it was overthinking a passing moment, but the family member with me commented on the peaceful look in his eyes and how gently he watched me as I walked away. I have no expectations and understand that life doesn't always bring people back together. I just wanted to share this. Has anyone ever experienced a misconnection in Evanston? Have you experienced a misconnection anywhere, Scott?
Not that I felt the need to put onto the internet.
I know, it's always the best. So, Brian, if you forgot what misconnections, I basically read what people are trying to throw their love out there.
Oh, I get
Hope
it.
for the best.
This used to be a Craigslist thing, right?
It is. Yep. These are. Don't worry, I'll get there later. I do a set from Minnesota that's on Craigslist.
Sweet.
And there's a couple that are pretty close. Next one. Misconnection, London. I, male 32, met a very cute blonde girl on my way back from the comedy club in Camden, London on Saturday night, and we hit it off immediately. I got her first name and neighborhood before she left, but foolishly didn't ask for a contact detail as nerves got the better of me. She's not my usual type, but I felt a little kicking. I felt I've been kicking myself just a little bit for not seizing a glaring opportunity. Do I just let her go, use it for a learning curve, or somehow try to find her in the city of roughly 9 million people?
Oh, I definitely think you should try to find her.
Oh, you what?
Get on your Get on your high horse and start walking around London.
Just start Facebook stalking her, huh?
Sounds like a good excuse to go to every pub until you find her.
I mean, that's right. That's not wrong with that. Pub crawling. We'll call it pub crawling.
There you go. Do the pub crawl, and maybe you'll see her again.
I love that. Perfect. Okay, next one. This is in New York City. Misconnection, 7:30 at Pulse, Jan 27. If the girl who said, "bless you," after I sneezed halfway through the Pulse is here or someone knows who this is, please reach out. She was wearing a mask with bells on it and couldn't stop smiling the entirety of the show. How do you know she's smiling if she's wearing a mask? I don't. And you're obviously at a club. You ain't gonna see it. It blew my mind when I read that. I was like, I gotta save that one.
Well, I don't think the odds are good that she'll find that person.
Probably not. Bruce would always say, just go back.
Because she said, "bless you."
Yeah.
God, that never works for me.
Yeah, noted.
That's reading
that
into
really
it
works?
way too far.
Yeah, wow.
I would never do that. Allegedly.
It seems like a pretty easy pickup line.
Dustin, what was the over-under on allegedly this week?
Someone else said that too. They snapped me and said, like, I want to put an over-under on your show for allegedly. It's like, Matt, well,
Travis, there is no video.
I think he's just playing off what Aiden said. But that's fine.
It's for the better. They don't need to see us.
No. Plus, that's a lot of work to do. Anyways. woman from Bundle in Aiken, Minnesota.
Sweet. This is close.
This is really close.
Maybe she saw one of us.
Maybe. I'm looking for a woman named...
Well, that's a no then.
Well, I mean, who knows?
I guess.
Matt's known to dress differently.
Time
at
out.
times.
Time out. Time out. You're
Not
done.
that there's anything
Cut your
wrong
mic
with
off. Time out.
Technical.
Technical errors over here. Time out.
No,
Scott.
technical foul.
Technical foul. Oh, no. We
What did I
14?
do?
14 with the body. There we go. That's your number. So, woman
You know
from
what,
Bundle.
Woman
Bumble.
from Bundle, Aiken, Minnesota.
Yep. I'm looking for a woman named Kathleen who was talking to me on Bumble who lives in Aiken. I thought we had a great rapport last night, but when I messaged you, I saw your profile was deleted. If you see this, please email me. I love to keep chatting with you.
You didn't win.
You did, yeah, you suck.
She picked somebody else.
Yeah, that happens.
Or
There.
wasn't real to begin with. It
Right,
sounds
that
like.
too.
What happened?
Yeah.
Anyways,
I can't imagine there's a plethora of women from Aiken.
Aiken. Yeah, no shit. Huh?
Now, isn't that more of a friend thing than a romantic thing?
Bumble has both.
Okay. So it's hard to say whether
So when
she's looking for romance or a friend.
So it
All the wrong
depends.
places, obviously.
When you sign up.
Yeah, Scott, details.
Well, I was on it last year. Well, before I met my girlfriend.
What happened? Okay.
Before I met my now girlfriend, who I didn't meet on.
No, you didn't. You
on
were
a
welcome.
dating app.
You're welcome, by the way, too.
But when you sign up for Bumble, it says, "Are you looking for friendship? Are you looking for?" And so it puts you in a
Okay.
different bucket depending on what
Okay.
you're looking
Interesting. All right. And it's what, Bumble?
for. Yeah,
You taking notes?
like
I am over
a
here.
bumblebee.
Is there a senior Bumble?
Oh, that's a good one too. Senior, gotta write that one down too. Thanks for another one. Senior. Oh, that's a senior, but whatever.
Not that you're there yet, but isn't that called the nursing home?
Damn, that's cold blooded.
Good point.
That's our guess.
That's why I said he's not there yet.
Not quite there.
Still. Anyways,
A lot
next,
closer than you guys.
We'll be 40 this year.
we will
Oh,
be.
God.
Well, Bruce and Dustin are like, I think Bruce is 43, and isn't Dustin like 42, 43?
No.
Nice.
Similar age.
40.
Best
44, I
years
think.
of your lives. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Since we all love an L, to the anxious, this is in Hudson, by the way, but it shows me Richfield. But anyways, to the anxious, now in the air is so reminiscent of 2020. And I think about that time. Oh, sorry, I would have read this in a different voice. I've realized what this was. The anxiety now is in the air and is so imminent or remnants of 2020. And I think about that time and you and me. And now I should just fierce about it. And I start over. Wow, Matthew.
Fierce or furious?
Furious. It says furious. And I should just be fierce all about it. And I am. But also, I miss you. I miss feeling like you knew what to do and you believed in, and I believed in you. Believed in cupboards, cheese, and Amaris. I don't know what the fuck Amaris are, but in all of it. Yes, much was you and much was not, but I miss it. That was a lot of words meaning a lot of nothing.
Yeah, well, they didn't even indicate who they were looking for.
No, they were.
Right. They just missed it.
Just missed it. This was in Fargo. Last one, by the way. Looking for you in Fargo. This is a good one. About 13 years ago, I posted on here looking for a third.
Oh,
You
awesome.
sent a reply, and I stopped over and had some fun. You are a short blonde gal, and it would be cool to see you again. I would love to please you again. Get back to me if you see this.
13 years later.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's a lot of life experience in that time frame.
Wow. He really must be desperate, though, if you're thinking about something
He's
13
literally
years
throwing
ago.
it out there, hoping
And
for the
that
best.
was not like a relationship at that point, even.
Yeah, just a hookup, right?
Yeah,
And-
right.
He
yeah.
hit a cold snag. Should I leave?
How's that been for you?
More or less. See you later.
Well, do you want, or should we just jump into it?
I'm cool if you want to jump into it. All right, let me find music for you then.
I'll go with 5 questions.
Okay.
So this is one that we've done before.
All right.
Back on November 20th of 24.
So it's been a while.
Question number 1.
All right. Give me yes or no for the play button, right?
Okay. How long before you can pick a pineapple?
Is there a time frame? Do I have like a...
Yes.
Okay. What's my time frame in? Like 10 years, 5 years, a couple months?
You got to...
Oh, damn it.
If I say one of those two, it'll make it a lot easier.
All right. Well, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2.5.
2.5 what?
Years.
That is correct.
That's right. Yeah. Got it.
Alrighty. Question number 2.
We got one verse.
What is the river that flows through the Grand Canyon?
Come on.
The Rio?
No.
Or the Grand...
Jesus
is-
Colorado, isn't it?
That is correct.
Oh, damn it.
Loser! You're a loser!
I don't know.
Alrighty. Question number 3.
Yep.
Which band sang the famous theme song "I'll Be There for You" for Friends?
Oh, come on.
Oh, I love Friends too for one reason.
We should have it queued up.
Banger
I'll
song.
be
I think it's
there
Monica
for
then, right?
you
No, yeah, it was totally
when the
Monica.
rain starts to fall.
I know the song, I just don't know who it is. The Bushwhackers.
Oh, close.
That is incorrect.
The Bodines.
It is the Rembrandts.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
It's the
damn.
Rembrandts.
Alrighty.
Their only hit.
Yes, it was. They were one-hit wonder. All right, Mr. Beer Salesman.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Miller Lite is considered the first nationally available light beer. What year was it introduced?
Oh, sweet.
1973.
That was close. It was 1972.
Oh, can I still get it? I should get it.
All right.
Tastes great, less filling. Tastes great,
No,
less
no, no.
filling.
Yeah, we're Coors Light fans.
I grew up with those commercials.
Oh,
The Miller Lite commercial thing.
Harry Carey, not Harry Carey.
John
Doyle.
Madden and
Doyle.
Bob Uecker
yeah,
was
Bob
in
Uecker,
it.
that's who it is.
Do you remember the Bud Light frogs?
Yeah, I do. Or
Or the Budweiser frogs and
Yeah.
the Bud Light penguin?
I don't remember the Penguin.
I don't remember the Penguin.
All right. Question number 5, Matthew.
Must be a Grand Rapids thing.
How many vice presidents have assumed the presidency?
Ooh. I'm going to say 6.
Loser! You're a loser!
It is 9.
Ooh, damn, a lot more than I thought.
And a bonus question for you.
Okay.
And this one's so stupid it's funny. Which was invented first? The goalie helmet or the nut cup?
The Nut Cup.
That is correct. The nut cup was actually invented in 1874, meaning it took almost 75 years later before
Damn.
we decided it was important to protect our head, when the goalie helmet was invented in 1959.
A lot of them didn't start wearing it until like 70s, right?
So it didn't become a league rule until the 70s that players had to wear helmets, and then
They grandfathered people in.
Yep. So there was
Willie Plett never wore a helmet.
Marty McSorley
Was the last one
in the late '98. I remember watching the All-Star game, and he was the last guy
that could go without.
Yep. And now it's even become visors. There's only a handful of guys in the league now that are grandfathered in for not having to wear a visor even.
I think they're insane. I mean, I took my mask off in City Hockey League and got hit by a puck that was poke checked in front of me and had 2 black eyes.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't need that anymore. Yeah, why not wear the face mask? I get there's things that get in your line of sight, and maybe at that level of play, that's a thing. But otherwise, I mean, I'd rather have my teeth and my nose and my eyes.
I mean, it makes sense.
Well, it's just like, so I used to do, when they still had City Rink, Nielsen Reese was open. Was it Wednesday or Thursday nights? You could just do the drop in.
Yep.
And so I would do that one. And even softball, it amazes me how many guys are just treating it like it's game 7 of the finals.
I know.
It's like,
D1 guys?
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is just for fun and shits and giggles.
Okay, hold up. How many times have you bitched at like, let's say.
Okay, I wasn't competitive to the point though where I was like
hurting people.
Right.
Nah, hear me.
Well, your feelings deserve to be heard once in a while.
Move your ass. I'm trying.
Unhitch the trailer.
I'm trying.
Matt runs into second and looking. It's like, get him the O2 tank.
I think the older you get, the more you calm down. Because I was a spaz in my 20s. I'd be the guy yelling at the softball umpire.
That was me 2 years ago.
He yelled. Were you
It was Bob.
catching? Oh, okay, that's
No, I was
different.
playing
Bob.
first base.
Okay. Was I pitching then? Because TJ wasn't there?
Yeah, TJ was deployed.
Oh, that's right.
And it was playoffs. And it was one of those down to the wire games. And there was a ball that was hit.
Sorry, Bob, by the way. I know you listen too.
And it landed on this side of the line.
Oh.
Foul. And he called it fair. And I was like.
It was loud.
Oh, I was pissed.
It was loud.
You made your opinion known?
Yeah,
I
it was
did.
pretty loud. I'm like,
that was
Scott.
it was my retirement tour anyway, so I didn't care if I got thrown out.
Those were good times. Like, have you ever got a home run in that field?
No, remember I cranked that one and it went like 3 feet foul.
Yeah. He had some home run bombers or some foul pole bombers.
Some warning track power.
I have never hit a home run in baseball or softball.
Really?
That
I got
wasn't
one in my
inside
life.
the park.
Oh, so you're saying you're fast, huh?
Well, fast but no power. You look at me. I'm not exactly like the Incredible Hulk here. I had no skill at getting the ball over the fence, but I could aim the ball. You know, that's the beauty of baseball. You don't have to hit it over the fence to be good.
I always loved. So I was a left-hand batter, and I always loved it, especially in softball. They'd always shift over, and I can
push it down the
yeah.
left field
push it
line.
where I want to.
Scott and I were like,
well, and you know the right fielder's usually the worst player, right? That seems to be the tradition. So I just hit it to the right fielder every time.
makes sense, depending on what league you're in. But yeah, it makes
You know
sense.
what I mean? Or look for the weakest link
That's
and
what
aim
I
it
did.
for him. In softball, you got plenty of time. I never understood why people couldn't aim it better. Baseball's a little bit different, but
There's been a few times where like I had guys shift on me, and I'm like, Scott knows. We're like, I'm gonna go this way, like because your hips. All you do is adjust your hips just a little bit and just slap it the other way.
the people would go. Then they'd see me hitting it to right field, and then they'd all shift over there, and then I'd hit it down the left field line. Okay, just tell me where you're not going to be.
So, and you talk about like being old and being wise. Like it's always the old guys. Like I tell them, we go straight up with against old people because they can go either or.
They can put it where they want.
Yeah, usually.
And it usually finds that gap between, like short outfield where they can just jog their way to first. And
just
they're on
enough,
base, and then they get their runner over.
Yeah.
There's many times we just play like a guy short or a guy come in more to play that like Darren and Peyton and
That
stuff.
rover area.
That rover area.
But we had a lot of guys that
but
did
then
that.
they'd move him into the right field rover
Yup,
area, and
and
I'd
just-
drop into the left center field and then
Yep.
get a double instead of a single.
It happens a lot.
But
Really?
I wish I could have hit a home run. That would have been fun.
It would have been a lot of fun.
It
I
got-
got one in my life.
Okay.
I hit 2 in one game
Lucky.
when I was playing in Grand Rapids.
Wow.
Still,
I hit two triples in a game.
I had a good,
a good
I had a
one.
good tailwind though, so it worked in my favor.
Whatever to add that, it's because your power.
Yeah, power. The power.
I hit a couple that bounced straight off the top of the wall here, but I never hit one. I hit one over, but
Yeah.
The older you get, the more you're worried about the ball hitting you. I would be backing up further and farther. From playing first
So
base. I would be in the grass sometimes with some
so
of those guys.
I was Matt and I were the first baseman on our team.
Two lefties. What are you going to do?
I was the only guy on our team that would play infield and wear a cup. I was like, I am not playing infield and not wearing a cup.
Yeah, well, you never know how the ball's going to bounce.
Well, especially on these fields, there's some days it's like, do you own a rake?
Yeah.
Leave a rake in the dugout so we can rake in between
we'll do it
games or
ourselves.
something.
No, I haven't played in a long time since they put that skate park in over there, but I'm guessing they got some damage this summer.
Yeah, they
So-
lost Field 1. They shut that down for the year.
Yeah.
was one of
It
the
actually
best fields.
they had those poles that were like this big around. They got bent.
That happens.
Yeah. Would you guys play what league?
We played I started D1 for a little bit and then went to D2 for most of my time for softball. Then we played D3 our last year.
Wednesday night was the predominant night, and
Yep.
then the last 2 years we played Monday night just because schedules with kids and stuff, it just got to be
And
easier.
of course, TJ Melcher wants to play. He was like, he's getting older. He's like, I couldn't play D3. I'm like, fine, we'll go to D3.
Well, we played D3 for a long time, and we ended up winning the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following year, we won it again. Had they told us that if you win it 2 years in a row, you're mandated to go up in the next division, we would have on purposely lost, because the only reason we're not playing to win a championship, we're playing because Mondays work best for all of us.
Yep. So it got to the point, though, where so they had D1 and D2 both on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
And they lost enough teams that they just
Blended
it was
them
the
together,
same.
yeah.
Hated that.
And so you had like 2 or 3 teams that were just amazing. And they were the guys that rolled up with matching wheel bags
Of
and
course.
matching pants and uniforms and
hit
everything.
Every
and,
other hit is a home run.
Oh, yeah. And they can just crank the ball out.
28-6 was the final score today.
Yeah, love that.
And they get mad if a guy hits a solo home run. And
I'm just happy to get the damn ball out of the damn outfield.
Just don't strike out.
Oh, that's the worst. I think I struck out once by looking.
You got to bring
if you strike out looking, that it's one thing if you foul out.
We had rules, too. If you foul out, it's like a 6-pack.
Oh, it's
If
always
you-
a case.
If you struck out looking, it was a case.
It's automatic. I had one, and I can't believe I did that. And ironic story, kind of ironic story. The last time I struck out looking was in baseball for town ball for the Blue Ox. That was, you know who my ump was?
Brian Schultz.
Yep, shock.
Yeah.
But I was playing, and like I think the first one, I never, I'm like Maurer, like I never like see the first swing of the first one. I kind of want to see how it comes out of his hand.
Oh.
But then the second one, it was a strike, and then the second one, I fouled it. Third one was a ball, and then the fourth one, I checked, but Schulte had on the outside, and I was like, no, I won't tell the rest story. I'll tell the rest story off air. But I remember turning
You were
around.
not pleased with the call?
I was not pleased with the call. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I said a few choice words. But yeah, it was. I miss playing ball, and I'm starting to get that itch again to like play ball again. But my shoulder says no, my elbow says no, and
so I retired 2 years ago. Last year, you guys didn't have a team just because nobody would commit.
yeah, because Aiden's like, go play, and then I had like 10 people. I'm like, I can't do 10. I need like 12 people, and it was kind of tough.
I hung it up at 40. That was enough.
Yeah.
Well, and so my son is 12, and he does travel ball. So 2 nights a week, I'm at the ball fields for night league, and then 2 nights a week, we're going to be at the field for travel ball practice. So
Absolutely. The Northern Heat.
Yep.
Sweet.
So
That's fun. You got to do that. Yeah, you have no time to play
and
softball.
then my daughter's getting into softball now too, so she's got 2 nights a week and run.
Let the fun begin.
That's always
I know what my parents went through.
Yeah.
Scott, let's thank our great sponsors for today.
Herbert and Gerbert sandwiches and soups. Make sure you download that app, and when you do get a free sandwich, and it's soup season.
Hell yeah.
Get Matt's favorite, the broccoli cheese.
Yes. Also being brought to you by 7th Ave Pizza. Pizza before it was trendy.
The beautiful Knob and Kettle located down in Lake Alice, Minnesota. Check them out on Thursdays for live music with Lois. Friday and Saturday, get some of the best prime rib in the area. And apparently, Travis said the Reuben is amazing.
Oh, it's super good. He loves the Reuben down there. Also brought to you by Home Choice right here in Bemidji. Get $100 off on your purchase when you go inside the store and use the promo code Beer Belly Sports. You can do it if you want to.
Also, Soda Stick. Go to sodastick.com, put in the promo code BBS, and get 15% off on us when you do.
And last but not least, Brian.
Paul Bunyan Communications, powered by the Gigazone.
That's right.
Absolutely. That's all we usually
The legend
say.
right
what's
here.
The Soda Stick. Is it SOTA? SODA? What is it?
SOTA.
Okay.
So like Minnesota.
Okay.
So yeah, look him up. Great gear. For Minnesotans by Minnesotans.
I like it.
So, all right. What did we learn today quickly?
Good question. I didn't learn anything.
I learned that you hit 2 home runs in Grand Rapids.
I did.
Yes. And
Proud of you.
And you hit one, and you struck out. The last time you struck out looking was Brian Schultz calling you out.
Brian. Damn it.
Of Beaver Radio Network fame. I wish I could have played in a sport that when Brian was reffing. Because then he would have seen me. He thinks I yell at the refs a lot on the broadcast. Like, well,
I
you
can
should
see
have
that.
seen me in real life, man.
If it's deserving, it's deserving.
Yeah.
I've been a ref too for hockey, so I know what it's like.
I don't like it. Brian, what'd you learn? You say you didn't really learn too much?
He just said it.
Yeah, I just said I learned
Oh, yeah, you learned that we hit home. Okay,
Brian
that's right.
Schultz
Sorry,
called
I
you
was-
out on strikes.
Sorry, I was thinking. All right. Well, what a great show.
Speaking of the Beavers, they got another homestand coming up soon.
Not this week. Next, they're in Marquette for Northern Michigan, who's won one game all season. So hopefully the Beavers can end their 8-game losing streak.
Oh, we need
And
it.
in 2 weeks, I know they're down in Mankato.
Correct. So next week they're home against Ferris State, who is in second to the last place. So hopefully
Wow,
they can
what a
make some
flip.
hay here in the next couple of weeks. They need it. And the Teddy Bear Toss game is on the 6th.
Nice.
I think
They
that's
got-
Friday night.
They got some ground to make up after getting swept by Bowling Green.
Being swept by Michigan. Yeah, they got a lot of room to make up. But the good news is they can do it still. There's still some time.
There's
And they're
still plenty of
facing the
time.
right opponents.
We need it because back in the day, we used to not be like this. Michigan Tech was always good. Ferris was always good.
Yeah.
It was never fun
Well,
playing
then
against
Northern
them.
Michigan was good until Potelny left, and then everything went to hell.
Yeah, that happens. All right, well, thank you everybody listening. Thank you to the writers, producers, on-site engineers, known as all of us. In the words of Red Green, keep your stick on the ice. Okay, bye.
See you later.
They're really getting desperate.
Desperation's a good sign. Soon they may panic and run away.
Thanks for listening to Beer Belly Sports. This has been